Yo, what up? Just seen a little post in like a group or something. Got a picture of a man in a rainbow shirt and saying this is how men look. They look sassy when they argue with women or whatever the case. And I agree to a certain extent. You shouldn't argue with women. It should be what you say. And if she don't comply, then just leave her alone. And I say that because women who actually like you do comply. You know, they make it easy for you. Even if they don't want to do certain things, they'll do it if it's a man they like. But that's not the point I'm here to talk about. I want to talk about how they're using their bad bitch game to try to make y'all stop catching on to them and stop exposing their game. And that's all it is. And it's sad that it's got to be this way. You know, you would think in a nice world that everybody would just not try to do wrong to people, and nobody would have to even point out shit that men or women do. But unfortunately, that's just not what it is. But what women are doing is they're trying to tell you guys that you are not a man if you expose the shit that females do. And here's the kicker. They'll tell you that all women aren't the same. Not all women. Okay, well, if it's not all women, why do you have a problem with the women that these men expose that are doing wrong? If it's not all women, if it's not you, why do you have a problem with it? The answer is simply this. They have a problem with what you're saying because the shoe fits. That's just the simple truth. The shoe fits, so I got a problem with what you're saying. Now I'm going to attack you instead of the truth, or doing better and becoming a better female and fixing the truth that you're talking about. Instead of that, I'm just going to call you sassy. But I'm going to tell y'all this and I'm getting up out of here. God gave dominion over men, or God gave the dominion to the men, not the women. Now, you're not supposed to abuse that. You know, you're not supposed to abuse the dominion that you was given by God over a female, but you're not supposed to give it away either. And that's exactly what they want. And this is exactly how you know if a woman is actually from God or not. Now, should a woman be dumb and just let a man do dumb shit and lead her to slaughter and all that? No. That's why it's important what kind of man a woman picks, because that's supposed to be technically her leader in life. He's supposed to be the leader. So a woman is supposed to pick a good guy because, or the right guy. Let's just say that. Because the man is, by God, the one that's supposed to have the authority or the dominion over the female. Plain and simple. That means you gotta die for, like somebody breaking the house, you the one supposed to put your life on the line, etc. And it comes with, it ain't just you rule over the woman and it's all, it ain't just you rule over the woman, that's it. Nah, these things come with, you know, too much is given as much is tested. But the thing is, the bad chicks want y'all to be quiet because you're exposing what they're doing. Just like some men will try to say you weak or you a simp if you try to expose shit that men do. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, vice versa. You are not sassy for dealing with a woman with, you're supposed to deal with women with authority. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be a weak ass little bitch when it comes to these females. If the woman don't like how you move or what you're saying, then she's saying that you're not a leader for her, and just let her be. But one thing you should not do is stop exposing this bullshit that's going on out here. You should keep talking about it and exposing it. Because if there are women that aren't doing it, and they are women that are supposedly so different than all the other women, then why you mad? That's like a woman exposing what men do and I'm going to get mad. Why would I get mad if it's not me? It doesn't make sense. Of course I want women to expose what men do because it needs to be exposed. Matter of fact, I will expose certain things men do. My channel on YouTube is for women and men. I expose shit men do, I expose shit women do. And truth be told, everything that a woman do, men do. Everything men are wrong for, women are wrong for, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But it does not make you weak. In fact, it makes you weak when you comply and shut up. Oh, women don't want me to say nothing. I don't want to ruin my chance of getting some pussy. So I'll just act like a little bitch and not say nothing, not say how I feel. That makes you sassy. That makes you like a bitch. Just because you, as a man, when you say what's right and you let your nuts hang and you say what's right, that's what makes you a man, not sassy. What they're doing is they're flipping it. They're flipping your masculinity and trying to say that it's sassiness. I'm going to say that again and I'm done. They're flipping the masculinity. You know, the men who are not scared to say, like making this video right now. A lot of women might not like this video I make. They might not even fuck with my page no more. Oh, well, it needs to be said for the good. You know what I mean? But it makes you masculine when you're not scared to speak your mind or not scared to stand up to a woman. Imagine being a grown-ass man scared to stand up to a woman or scared to say certain shit like you're a fucking child. You know what I mean? That's craziness. That's craziness. But this is what they want y'all to do, because the wrong women, the women who are moving wrong, they need this to be quiet. They need you to not start saying do this or that or have standards and shit for a female, because they're not going to try to measure up to that. All they want to do is just get what they can from you and talk to these guys and that guy and that guy. That's why they're mad at you for exposing the real. Real women are not mad at you for exposing bullshit ass females. Just like real men are not mad at women for exposing bullshit ass dudes. It's only the ones that are guilty of the shit. Think about it. It's only the ones that are guilty. But everybody and their mama will say that I'm different than all women. And that's not me. And stop bashing women. But you can't bash a woman because there's nothing bad to say about a woman. A good woman, how can you say something bad about a good woman? You can't. She's not perfect, but there's nothing you can say bad about her because her intentions are good. She's not out here moving a certain way like so-called, what you would call bad bitches. Moving ill and funny and shit, man. They just want y'all to think that you're a bitch or you're a pussy or you're sassy for exposing the real and being a real man about it. Even if it means you don't have a girl. See, a lot of men right now, yeah, they got girlfriends, but they only got them because they bitches. They bitches to their female. They bitches to their female, plain and simple. What you would call simp. And then, but guess what? Them men are miserable. The men who actually stand up for themselves, like, nah, you're not going to drink and drive. If you do drink and drive, we might not talk no more. Because I don't need you to lose your job and I need you to be a mother to my kid. Shit like this. You know what I mean? With men like that who stand up for themselves when it comes to the female, they're probably happier in life because a woman actually understands that I can't just run over this motherfucker. I actually got to do what's right, you know, and comply or he will leave. Instead of, I could do what I want. I could go sleep with another guy behind his back and this bitch ass sassy motherfucker who never says nothing ain't gonna leave. But this masculine motherfucker that say ain't putting up with it, let me cheat on him, he gone. So she gonna have to act right. Same thing with females who let men get away with shit versus women who don't. The women who don't let men get away with shit are gonna be happier in the relationship. Because if not, the man gonna have to bounce. Or she gonna bounce. It's the ones that let men get away with everything that are the ones that are not happy. Because they're letting men get what he talking to this girl, he cheated, I'm still with him. She not gonna be happy. But if she actually stands up for herself, you know, she gonna be happy. Because it's either that or it's nothing. So the same thing with y'all, men, does not make you sassy for exposing bullshit that women do. Or men. It don't make you sassy. Because a lot of men will say you're sassy if you expose the shit men do. All they doing is doing the same shit that the so-called females doing. Because they don't want y'all to know the bullshit that they be on. They want to keep it hush-hush, you know what I'm saying? But it actually makes you sassy when you act like a bitch. And although I better not make a video like Juan, I'll lose pussy. That makes you a bitch, dog. Because me making a video like this, only women that's going to deal with me is women that ain't on bullshit, because they can see that, oh, he sees bullshit. So any woman on bullshit, more than likely, ain't even going to try to fuck with me. So that means only real women will come my way. The ones that ain't on bullshit. So it's really a win-win situation when you actually be a man and be masculine and stop being a little bitch when it comes to females, man. Does not make you a bitch. All they doing is running weak-ass game on y'all. A real man does this. A real man does that. Well, where's your fucking real man then? Since you know what a real man does so much, shouldn't you have one? I understand people make mistakes and shit, but think about it. They could tell you what a real man is, but can't pick one. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me, dog. How you gonna tell me what a real man is, but you can't pick one? It makes no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? But this shit ain't gonna change, man. This bad bitch shit is not gonna change, man. It's always gonna be, you're sassy. You know what I mean? But let their son deal with some of these females who are getting hidden because everybody want to talk about, shh, don't say nothing, man. You're sassy if you do that. You know what I mean? And men say, well, women don't like it, so I'm not going to do it. And then next thing you know, these females, they son getting played by some girl at school and shit. And the son heartbroken and shit. Now the mom mad. See what happens when you don't play your part when it comes to this world, and you do your part to try to change the world instead of doing your part to make the shit worse. What is doing your part by making the shit worse? By being quiet and saying, it's sassy when you expose the truth, men. It don't make sense. Another thing that it is we don't care what you think, man. Fuck how you think. Think about it. I listen to what women say when I don't like this and that about a man. I'm going to listen so I can see what women don't like. Because I feel like I should try to understand what a woman wants. Right? Ain't that part of being with a woman? You got to understand what they like and don't like, right? What these women are telling you is, we don't care what you want. Shut up. You're sassy. Be quiet. But real women get it. It's the ones that on some bullshit that just want to use y'all and do y'all dirty. Those are the ones that just want you to shut up and be quiet for two reasons. Because you're exposing them, and the other reason is they're not for you. See, a lot of y'all men think all women want men, or they're for men, or they care about men. Not all of them. Some of them give a flying fuck about a man. They actually hate men, some of them. They're not for men. So they don't care about what you say. So I'm going to just say you're sassy, so to try to keep you quiet. Because I know that could try to, what do they call it? Psychologically, reverse psychology. That could probably be reverse psychology on your ego. Oh, women think it's sassy if I talk about men. Women, let me be quiet. Even though you was put here as a man to be a leader to this world. You're not doing your part by being quiet, because remember what I just said. Next thing you know, somebody's daughter is thinking that it's sassy and not picking the good guy, the right guy, a leader. Or your son could be thinking it's sassy. Now he getting ruled over by a female. You are the ruler. A man's supposed to be the fucking ruler. He's supposed to deal with women with authority, but not in an abusive way, not in the wrong way. See, God gives me authority over the woman, meaning I'm the leader of her life, technically. If she chooses me, I'm her leader. She chose me as her leader. I can't fuck that up or abuse that. But I'm not going to give it away, because the devil's in these females' minds. And y'all wonder why everything out of order out this bitch. Because it's not the order that God said. God has authority over me. I'm supposed to have the authority over the female. That's what it says. But that also means that comes with great responsibility. That comes with great responsibility. And I understand that. It ain't just, I'm the leader of a woman and I'm just bow down to me and all this other. Nah, you got more responsibility as the man. But don't deal with women who don't understand that. If she doesn't, it's like this. If a woman thinks you're this king, great man shit, she by default wants you to be her leader and ruler, and she'll listen to you and all that shit. If they want to talk back and shit, it's either because they want to be the man, meaning they don't really like men, I want to be the bad bitch shit, or they don't really fuck with you like that. Because it's either they want to be the man and rule shit, or you're just not the one they really like that. You know, that I'll shut up for him shit. So I'm out of here, man. Stop letting it, especially, this shit is so bad, man. It's going to get worse. I feel sorry for the younger generation, man. It's to the point that the women are just going to be men. And men, it's like the devil trying to flip this shit, like he does everything else. He trying to make the men be the females and the females be the men. That's what you see out this motherfucker, man. And I don't know about y'all, but I like my boss, and I like the authority that God gave to me as a man. I'm not giving that shit up. I'm not going to abuse it. I'm going to do a woman right and all that shit, but I'm not giving it up. And if she doesn't see that, then she doesn't see me as a man or a leader, she can go. Because if she sees me as a man or leader, she trusts my decision making and everything. Just like I pick her because I see her as a female leader. And that means I trust her decision making and things like that. So I don't really have to tell her really anything, for real. She already on point. You know what I mean? She already on point. That's why you choose a woman that's got them qualities instead of just a big ass. Nah, she gotta have good qualities. And then that's the better woman you choose as far as decision making and all that, the less you gotta try to say do this, do that. It's less head bumping. Because y'all already both on point. You could talk about some other shit. Where you gonna go on vacation with each other? Instead of, why'd you drink and drive? Now you ain't got a license. You ain't gotta do all that shit with the smart females. The females that are on point, you ain't gotta do that. Just like, why you wearing that in front of all them dudes? A woman that's on point don't even want them other dudes to see her shit like that. She only wants you to see it. I'm just being honest. You don't gotta do all this shit. A woman that's on point understand, I want to listen to why men don't like this about women. Let me listen instead of saying you're sassy, fuck what you feel. Fuck how men feel. Because that's what they saying. We don't give a fuck about your feelings, sassy boy. Get out of here. That's what they saying. Fuck them, dog. Only deal with real women. They making real women look real bad out this motherfucker. Just like men living off of women and shit out this motherfucker. You making a lot of real men look bad out this motherfucker. I suggest y'all learn the difference real quick when it comes to it don't matter if you're a woman or man, you better learn real quick the difference between these two. They are not the same. So you need to stop defending all women if you're a female, and you need to stop defending all men if you're a male. That's the biggest fucking problem. I'm a female, I'm gonna defend her. This girl's wrong as fuck. She the reason why men don't want to hold a door for you or bring you flowers and shit, but you don't get it. Why don't men want to do this or that? Because them type of women that you are not, you're hiding. You're hiding them. Instead of saying, yeah, expose them. Keep exposing them, men. So good men like you, I can get one of y'all. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is all men are starting to see y'all all the same because you're taking up for them. You know what I mean? Just like if I was to take up for all men, you're going to see me as one of them. Think about it, men are deadbeats. And I get mad because you make a post about it. Now you're going to feel like I'm just like the rest of them. It don't make sense, man. Whatever, I'm out.